Welcome back, viewers. So I put a retonychia case up a few weeks back, and as promised I said I had another one. I was waiting on a few post-op pics coming from Claire. So here's the pre-op pic. You can see it's somewhat red and inflamed around the proximal nail fold. It had been sore for quite a while. Claire had a nice series of pics as the toe was slowly getting worse, and she came through and we said a total nail avulsion without phenol was the treatment of choice. Video coming up, and then I think we've got a little post-op at the end. Just going to check you're still in shot. Yes, you are. So I'll probably start the video, I'll edit all that out, all those wildly amusing jokes. Okay, so Claire, what we do a little tourniquet, just so there's no bleeding. This is also a good chance to test that it's nice and numb, because if we'd done this 5 minutes ago, you'd have been a bit owie, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And the video's still going. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that nail off. I'm talking to the camera as much as anything, and see what we see underneath. What I'm desperate to get is when you get those multiple nail plates, which some people call onychoschizia, as in a schizophrenic nail, because there's more than one nail, like split personality. But I'm not sure if that's the right term. So that's still fighting a bit, Claire. It doesn't really want to jump off at me, but okay, it's okay. Still in shot, still in shot. Let's see what we see. Ooh, so something's going on underneath there. This is what I often find with these. So you've definitely got a little something going on underneath the nail, Claire. So there's definitely something else growing. I think, well, what do I think? There's something underneath there. It's almost like you've got a new nail coming underneath. I think that was the start of a new nail coming underneath. So there's the nail that we're taking off. Check you're still in shot. There's the nail, goes a long way back. So we talk about retonychia, about it being stuck back. Yeah. Now that could be kind of the matrix, or it could be a new nail coming through. And you know, honestly, I'm not too sure. Either way, it's not happy, okay? But it's all out. And then what you've got quite an inflamed nail bed there. So that's not happy at all. It's clean. I'm going to take my gloves off in a sec, and I'm just going to take a little picture of that. So it's really difficult to say underneath whether that lump of tissue was a new nail coming through. I think it probably was, really. I think what you get is you'll get a nail gets walloped and it basically separates, and then a new nail comes underneath. So you've almost got this kind of like, looks like a tectonic plate. I'm just going to take my gloves off just so I can just move the camera. Let's come round. So there you can see there's a little bit just on the top of that nail of tufty nail bed, but you can see there's a little, you know, it's like a little cave underneath there. So looks a lot better now. So we're going to address that. That's going to settle down. It's going to heal in, and then we'll see you back in a few days. And indeed saw Claire back in 2 days, and then she kept in contact by phone, fax and email over the next few weeks, and here's a picture through. This is about 4 weeks later. All the inflammation settled down. They healed really quite quickly at nail surgery without phenol. New nail will go through. This was done in June of 2024. So I'd quite like to catch up with Claire at the end of the year. I must email her and see how she's doing. But effectively what you'd expect is a new nail to grow through, everything to settle down. I think that lump of tissue underneath the arse end of the nail was really the start of a new nail coming through. And there are times, I never have a camera around when I see one, where you've got a whole second nail plate where there's been some proximal stubbing of the nail. It's sort of died, really. It's separated from the matrix, and then a new nail has formed. Sometimes might call that an onychoschizia, but I've never, as I say, I've never had the camera handy when there's been a real whole new nail plate. The worst I've ever seen, I saw 3 nail plates sitting on top of each other. Anyway, these retronychias settled down really well if you take the nail off, and she did real well. And if I can get a follow-up pic, Claire, do let me know how you're doing at Christmas.